Police in San Diego are investigating that deadly shooting at the city's largest Islamic center, and they're looking into it as a hate crime. This was the scene yesterday when dozens of officers and SWAT teams swarmed the area. Police say the teenage suspects killed 3 people, then died of self-inflicted gunshot wounds. And this all happened as school was in session. And as you see there, young children that were on the playground were being escorted to safety. One 9-year-old student described what he saw.
I heard like a bunch of bad stuff like gunshots, and plus I went inside the closet with my whole class. We heard like 12 or like 16 gunshots, and then the SWAT team said, "FBI, open up," and they opened the door.
I'll never get used to watching children describe shootings. That's heartbreaking. Anna Schecter is with us now. She's the senior coordinating producer of our Crime and Public Safety Unit. As jarring as that is to see all these kids in the crossfire, I guess, in a way, it was one of the suspects' mothers, you were telling me earlier, who actually helped to protect some people. How did the timeline unfold, Anna?
A couple of hours before the actual attack, one of the mothers called 911 and said, "I'm worried about my son. He's suicidal." Then as she was on the phone with 911, she's looking for weapons. They're gone from her home. Her vehicle is gone, and she realized her son had been wearing camouflage, as was an associate of his, an acquaintance of his, who was also in the vehicle. So very quickly, police said, wait a minute, this is not just a suicide case. This was a threat warning that went out to local police all around the area. They just didn't know where the target was. And then shots rang out inside that mosque. 911 calls ensue. It was a very chaotic situation because they opened fire, killing 3 in the mosque, exited the mosque, were in their vehicle, and were shooting out of their vehicle, almost hit someone working in a yard. Thankfully, he wasn't injured. And then they took their own lives. So just a totally chaotic scene. It took police a couple of hours to figure out what had happened.
Wow. And for that first hour, you know, you and I were on the breaking news desk as this was all happening yesterday. For that first hour, we really had no sense of the scope. We just saw all of those police vehicles that had descended on that area, but we really didn't know what had happened other than that there was an active shooter. So let's hear from police and the mayor about all of that chaos yesterday.
I'll tell you what got me. Watching the kids come running out. Just thankful to be alive.
No one in our city should live in fear because of their identity, their faith, or their place of learning.
And so, you know, this is another instance, Anna, that we've talked about where an armed guard actually helped to protect a house of worship. What do we know about the protection that this building had, and how are other places of worship responding today?
Well, we had been in a heightened threat environment already. So you have seen security guards and security teams at synagogues, churches, and mosques around the country ramp up, do trainings, local police reaching out to them. So there has been this line of communication. Now, we don't know specifically if this particular security guard had gotten recent extensive training, but it does appear that he helped save lives because he was there on the front lines and unfortunately lost his own life protecting those children who were inside the building.
Really a hero who protected so many. Anna Schecter, great to have you on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.